Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to Remember 11, the Age of Infinity. And I am confused. I went back and looked, and things are not happening precisely the way they happened before. I don't know. I don't know if that's some of the choices of Kokoro's or some of the choices of Satoru, or if this is the way it has to happen. I have no clue. But unless I'm really confused, which I don't think I am. I mean, I am, but I don't think I'm that confused to where I'm not capable of. From my understanding, let's do this that way. From my understanding, that before all these events happened, Kokoro was out in the snow, trapped outside of Sophia. Yeah, she got attacked. That is right. I remember that. I started watching it before, after that part. Yeah, she did get attacked. She ran outside. Then I got a game over a time or two when she was outside. No, I got a game over while she was outside, and then a game over once she got back in. That's right. That's right. I did see where I got a game over when she was in the bathroom, and after coming back in from outside, and while she was in her room, she heard a scream, and then down in the basement she went, and she got attacked. So I got a knife, and then when she's out back, Enomoto was dead. I'm assuming Enomoto was dead. So what? What? I don't understand. And I did see where she went back to Sophia, and the message that he just left for her was on the thing, you know. So I'm really confused. Wow. Unless somehow, maybe I didn't go back far enough. Maybe I should have seen how she got attacked to begin with. Maybe somehow she woke up in the basement, went upstairs, got attacked, ran outside, came back in, then actually probably should have went back further than I did. Oops. Maybe that's what happened. But anyway, I know that when she's out back, that when she's out back, Keiko was holding a knife, or Hotori was holding a knife. Crap, I'm gonna have to remember. I really hope her name's Keiko. She was holding a knife. 33 minutes. Though actually, she did. I do remember her commenting that the time was different. So maybe since the thing Enomoto isn't around, maybe the thing isn't working properly. Maybe they're not going to be taking 33 minutes now. So, Anyway, let's get going. It's grasping a knife. There's a switchblade Enomoto pulled out earlier. It's covered in blood. I stared absently at the knife. What does it mean? 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 So I managed to still my shaking hands, and then took stock of my surroundings. Enomoto was lying face down on the floor. He wasn't moving. His head was turned to the side. His eyes were wide open, and his face bore a look of anguish. Still, this doesn't tell me who killed him, though. Unless there was a time that one of them don't remember. Or, man, it'd be so mean of them if this is an actual case. But if there was a third personality exchange that happened, where there was a third person who zipped into there and killed Enomoto. guess that could be possible. Maybe it was Yuni who did it. Or Hotori. I don't know who. I don't know anymore. A pool of blood was steadily growing beneath him. There was no doubt that he was dead. He's dead. No, he's been murdered. By whom? Is that obvious? Personality that was in my body when I was at Mount Akakura. Kokoro. Kokoro's the one that killed him. Trained him. I was thinking, yeah, you didn't know she was a trained assassin. You should ask this. You should know this stuff before you enter someone's body, you know. Are you a trained assassin? This isn't something you want to find out at a bad time later, you know. But Enomoto was about to kill Kokoro as well. It was a perfectly legitimate act of self-defense. Unavoidable. That's right, she had no other choice. She's innocent. She's not at fault here. That's what I wanted to believe. Turned up my eyes to Enomoto's corpse. Looking closely, I saw a countless number of stab wounds punched through it, which meant that the knife had been thrust into him over and over again. Hey, even in self-defense, there was no need to go this far. From those stab wounds, I sensed not an attempt to evade danger, but a clear intent to kill. But why? Is a woman known as Fuyikawa Kokoro really this kind of person? I don't know. Kokoro, my partner, at that moment I felt a little scared of her. Just as that thought entered my mind, something crossed in front of me. Huh? I was too slow in noticing it. Whoever had just entered had suddenly grabbed the knife out of my left hand. Who's there? I looked frantically around. It was Hotori. Her entire body was covered in blood. Her arms, clothes, and face were all dyed in a deep red. Had Hotori been standing right next to Enomoto when it happened? Enomoto had bled after all. A large quantity of blood had probably gushed out of him when he was stabbed. In other words, she'd been showered in Enomoto's blood. It's probably how it was. Hotori, who snatched the knife away from me, held it in both hands and was playing with it like a favorite toy.
What?
An eerie smile formed on Hotori's lips. The remnants of Enomoto's blood were beginning to drip from the knife and onto her hands.
やめろ。危ないだろ。返せよ。
Hotori wouldn't listen to me. She lifted the knife high on outstretched hands, as though offering up an object of worship. The blood was dripping, dropping down, staining the concrete floor, marking it with crimson circles. Her actions were extremely unsettling. Hotori slowly lowered the knife.
なんだ。
She looked at me with suspicion in her eyes. They're ever so slightly moist, wet, and shimmering. Chills thrummed in my spine.
どういう意味だ。
刺すのと刺されるの。
I think the appropriate answer to this would be just get out of there. There's no answer to this. No good answer anyway. Can I have option C, please? Can you give me any other option? Yeah. I think it's a little nuts. I don't really want to know which one you like. Oh, no, I don't. I'm not asking. Since his voice faded out. Okay. That's big say. Actually, the answer to that, not knowing, could actually be a bit scarier, too. Does she prefer to stab or be stabbed? Maybe she does like to be stabbed. Maybe when she stabs people, she's asking people to stab her. Maybe that's her Very strange way of asking that question. But I guess maybe it's less likely she'll attack if that's the answer she's wanting. Yeah, that was pretty creepy. A transfer. Phenomenon that I'd pretty much been expecting to happen happened. For the time being, both Kokoro and I were safe. Safe is not the word for it. No, it's not the word for it. Maybe there was a third personality exchange though, because we definitely seen that Hotori changes though. When Kokoro was there and when Satoru was there, because she was looking very malicious, I believe is the right word. And the episode that I went back and looked, she looked pretty shocked that she was holding a knife. So yeah. Just had some really random thoughts pop in. I mean, I was thinking, you know, that there's definitely some personality switches going on with Hotori, aka Keiko. I really hope. I need to look up that name, make sure that's really her name. I think it's her name, but hopefully it's not one of the female characters from another game. It's pretty crazy though. What if the personality exchange happened between No, that I don't know how that would make any sense. I'm gonna say Satoru and Hotori. But no, that wouldn't make any sense. I mean, the fact that there's more blood on her than there is on Satoru definitely makes me think that she's the one who did it. Or somebody in her body was the one who did it. She was definitely incriminating herself there, asking, yo, you like to be stabbed? Or you like to do the stabbing? I like to know these things. They don't ask these questions on Match.com. I like to ask these things. I'm assuming they don't ask that on Match.com. See if you guys are on Match.com. Tell me if they ask anybody, do you like to be stabbed or do the stabbing? Although it might be a whole nother meaning that way. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, Hotori is... This game is still confusing the crap out of me. Let's just keep playing it. I don't know what's going on. Let's all agree that I just don't know what's going on. Hotori's acting very creepy. That I think you can agree with. And Enomoto died, I think. I don't even know if that happened. I'm assuming so. The guy who looks like Enomoto is dead on the floor from being stabbed. That's all we know, really. These games, you can't even know that for sure. Enomoto Naoya. He'd been killed by Kokoro's consciousness. In reality, it was my body who had hacked him up like that. The one holding the knife was me. I'm glad I was saved, but the outcome was rather horrible. It left a bad taste in my mouth. After I saw his dead body, I ended up at that shelter cabin. I was terribly unsettled, but I couldn't just shift my mood right away after I arrived. Lynn was in front of the stove. She was wrapped up in blankets, shivering. The coffee is almost getting out of my system. In the corner of the cabin, I saw Yomogi sitting atop the bundle of firewood. There's a lot less of it now. Where was Yuni? I glanced around the room looking for him. He was standing behind me, looking up at me with a serious face. You're not about to ask me if I like to be stabbed or do the stabbing, right? And with that, he left the cabin. What? No one tried to stop him? The time has come? What? Enomoto's anguished face had been burned into my mind. I still felt the slippery sensation of blood on my palms. Couldn't shake it off. I was anxious about Yuni. After hesitating for a while, I decided to follow. I'm just going to throw out every combination under the sun here. What if Enomoto actually... No. Because Yuni acts pretty much the same around Kokoro too, though. The shelter cabin, Yuni. Fix say, what if Enomoto is switching with Yuni every time that the Satori is there? But nah, that wouldn't make no sense. Nah. Also, be switching personality. I don't think I trust. Yeah, I wouldn't trust I wouldn't trust a kid in my body. I'm just. Oh man, that sounds. Was there any better way I could have worded that? There's probably is. I said it. I'm sure there was a better way I could word that sentence there that I just said. We know what I meant by that. Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, so no, that didn't happen. I'm sure. Enomoto wasn't doing that. After making sure my palms were clean, I put my hand to the door. Quietly opened it. It was clear outside. The whole sky was hung with bright stars. Present time, 8:09 p.m. The moon hadn't yet risen. From just beside the entrance, Yuni descended down the path in front of me and stood there. Nodded silently before joining him.
Oh.
Hearing Yuni bring up that topic himself was a little perplexing. He stared up at the twinkling stars with an expression of ultimate understanding on his face.
Ah. 予想してたことだったからな。
じゃあ、こう言ったら驚くかな。僕は一度も転移なんてしてない。
え？
いや、僕らはって言った方がいいかもね。僕とスフィアにいる僕らは悟や心と同じように。
でも一度だけは入れ替わったんだろ？
入れ替わってないよ。一度もね。僕のこの意識は2012年のもの。そして僕のこの肉体も1年後の未来のものなんだ。
おい待てよ。じゃあなんで未来のお前がこんなところに？
悟？雪触ってみて。
雪？
As he told me to, I bent over and touched the surface of snow. Smooth, powdery flakes, as if it had fallen only moments before.
避難小屋の周りはね、ついさっきまで雪が降ってたんだ。それもすごい大雪。吹雪。
Now that he mentioned it, I finally remembered something. Enomoto's words.
君たちは人格交換。人格が転移をしているんじゃない。本当に転移しているのは空間。空間自体が転移しているんだよ。正確に言えば 空間が時間を飛び越えて転移している。つまりは時空間転移だ。
待て、ちょっと待ってくれ。頭。
Oops. Tapping at my temples, I walked around in circles in the snow. Eventually came to a halt and spoke.
そうだよな。ここはアオサギ島なんだ。あの小高い丘を乗り越えると海が広がっていて、月もまだ出てはいないが、節待ち月よりも少しだけ欠けた20日月になっているはずなんだ。榎本の話が正しいならば、俺の意識は常にアオサギ島に残留したまま動かない。移動してるのは空間の方で、ということはこの避難小屋を中心とした半径110メートルのサークル内はついさっきまで赤倉岳にあったということになり、
So wait, is he saying that all they have to do is just... Okay, I guess it is how they wind up winning, because they all did get away from the cabin. Didn't they? Yeah.
だから雪が、このサラサラとした粉雪がここに。
そういうこと。
でもそれは俺の質問とは関係ないだろう。俺はこう聞いたんだ。なんで転移もしていないのに未来のお前がこんなところにいるのかって。
わからない。
わからないから聞いてるんだろうが。
そっか。実はそれとこれとは関係大ありなんだけどな。
And with that, he started explaining. In summary, it was like this, which we'll catch next time. More answers, unless they're a butthole and they switch back to Kokoro immediately. Wouldn't surprise me if they did such a thing, but hopefully we're gonna get some more answers. It's nice finally getting some answers. Still confused, this crowd, but hopefully I'll be a little bit less confused than crowd. Seems like I think Daniel has said that this game doesn't wrap up as well as Ever 17, which kind of saddens me, but hopefully there will be good conclusions at least, even if it ain't perfect. It's definitely been a fun experience, as long as the ending isn't too much of a letdown. But anyway, hope you folks enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Farewell there.